Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. In the last episode, we continued working on expanding our production facility here that's making all kinds of different things. We got up to where we now have accumulators being manufactured. We also have Mark 1 assembly machines, which we're going to be working on converting to Mark 2 assembly machines, and that's as far as we're going to go with this for the time being. We're also at a bit of a point where we're kind of straining the rate at which we are able to bring stuff in, but ultimately that's really not going to be too big of an issue, because right now it's just filling in, right? All of our various boxes are filling in. We're building up our storage, but this really isn't going to, it isn't really going to be producing at full speed on a constant basis. It's basically only going to produce when I need stuff, right? When I need to grab some things and that sort of stuff. So, I mean, what I am going to end up doing is putting all this stuff into logistic stations and making them available. And so, when I get to a new star system, I'll set up a logistic station to call in all the stuff that I need and make small local stockpiles, and then, that will cause this to run for a bit, but it's not going to be running constantly. So I'm not that worried about it. Alright, so what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be taking these Mark 1s and turning them into Mark 2s. That should be relatively straightforward. To make a bunch of them. I'm not exactly sure how many I'm going to need. We can get a few manufacturing. What we're going to need here is to make these. What's the rates? It's math time. Alright, I'm having one assembly machine making the assembly machines. One every 3 seconds. And so, yeah, that's right. I'm going to need a little bit more than 1 per second. So I'm going to actually do 2 per second of the processors. To do 2 per second of the processors, I'm going to need 4 per second of these guys, circuit boards, which means I need 2 more guys making circuit boards. That's easy enough. All right. Then we're going to need 4 per second of these, which means we're going to need 8. Just give me a bunch more of those. All right, which means we're going to need 8 assemblers making these, silicon and copper. All right, easy enough. Alright, so silicon will come in here, copper will come in there. Do I want to box it? I don't think I necessarily need to, because this is a intermediate component. There's not anything I need to really store, and I don't think this will be going multiple places. Yeah, the only thing it's really used for is making processors. So, yeah, we don't need to stock that. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are pretty spread out. I mean, it's all right. I got the space. That's not an issue. Just some extra belt usage that might not be necessary. Oh, you know why that is? Hold on. Because of those belts. Because it doesn't want to overlap the belts. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that definitely packs things in pretty tight. All right. And so then this is going to wrap around like that. And for this, we need to bring in some copper. We need to bring in some silicon. What's the rate at which we'll be using silicon for this? Eight per second. Yeah, I think we have the capacity, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw another splitter there. Actually, we're going to bring that in on that line instead. Alright, am I going to be able to get past that? No. So we'll jog it a little bit like that. Alright, so now we need six of these making processors. That's exactly how many we have. Excellent. So we need to bring 2 per second. We need 4 per second. Okay. Which means a single line here. Should be fine. And we're going to need to elevate to at least 2. Is that at 2? I think that's at 2. No, that's at 1. So that we can then clear that and clear that. And then come down there. All right, good. Now, you are making processors. That might actually be useful to throw into a box. So we're going to throw that into a box. We'll figure out where the power is going to go later. I was putting them way too close. Alright, we're going to have to do this the slightly less efficient way, but it should still be fine. Let's see. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Alright, so now we have our processors. So now we should be able to make these. We have 3 inputs, right? 3 inputs. Those. These. Alright, I want to set it to where I can go under there and over that. Oh. Yep, that works. Okay, so that brings in the Mark 1 assemblers. Now I just need to get the graphene, which is in this box right here. And actually, what's the rates? Check the rates. Be a little over about 2.5 per second. Okay. Actually, not quite 2.5 per second. But we can do that with just a straight connection with only one sorter. And we need some boxes. We're gonna do 2 boxes. Power. Okay. All right. Oh, I mean, that works, but we're not going to do that way. All right, there we go. Mark II subbing machines, 1 every 3 seconds. So we just need to wait a little while for that to fill up. All right, how is everything else looking? Have we filled up and tailed back everything yet? No. We're still filling that in. And we're still filling this in. Okay. All right. So then what will be next? Is there anything else that I would want to bring in here? Well, one thing I would love to do is assemble interstellar and planetary logistics stations, along with drones and logistics vessels. And putting together boxes and tanks wouldn't be a terrible idea. But they're so easy to build. They're just so easy to build. And I usually don't need them in mass quantities, right? Like, when I'm laying down assembly machines, I need tons and tons of assembly machines. Oh. Smelters. Just thought about that. I was like, what is another thing I'm going to need in large quantities? Smelters. There's going to be a very significant thing as well. I don't think we're able to make the plain smelters in any way because we don't have it and the materials to make those. But the Mark 1s shouldn't be an issue. What I just would need to do make a few more of these. Actually, I'd have to see if I even have what I would need. I have iron. Yes. I have magnets. Yes. So I can make those. I can make those. I have iron. The stone bricks. There's a thing I don't think I have, and but I have stone right there. All right. You don't have any logistics drones. Give me some of those. I'm trying to think about how I want to handle this. Could just run a belt out of there and bring it down here. It wouldn't be that far, really. Okay. Okay, we can do that. So, how many of these would I want to make? One every 3 seconds? That's fine. So then I would need 2 every 3 seconds, which is, you know, about 1 per second would be perfectly fine. How fast do these things make? 1 per second. Well, how convenient. Alright, smelting facility. Give me one of those. Actually, what I might go ahead and do is make 2 smelters doing this. Because I am going to store these in a box. Okay, so now the stone. The stone... We're going to draw out of here. We need to come up over top of that. And what? Can I get down to the ground? I can get down to the ground to there. Hold on. Do I have one of these? Well, even if I do, I'll still make one. Alright, and this is going to be an output of stone. There we go. 4 inputs. 4 inputs. That only has 3 entrances to a side. Okay, well, 4 inputs, 1 output. That should be okay. It's gonna be a little bit different. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna have to have an input here and then an output there. Alright, so you're gonna be making the smelters, the arc smelters. Input there, output there. Input, input, input. And then for the box, takes input from there. Okay, good. Alright, the easy bit is going to be the stone. Man, we were hooking a lot of things up to that. We're gonna need another layer on that box. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna want to go to the 3rd level. Actually, can I get to the 4th level? I think I can. Yes. And then we're going to need some space to come back down, so let's put ourselves on top of that copper line. Get back on the grid. Then we can come down to there. Now, magnets. Magnets. How many will we need to make? barely any. I think I can just grab the supply off of here. I don't think we even need to add more. We probably have more capacity here than I actually need, which is fine. And then... trying to figure out where I can route this belt. It looks like that works. And then I'm going to need to grab some iron from somewhere. At a rate of just over 1 per second. This'll do. Alright, there we go. Now we're making smelters. Beautiful. Alright, now what I probably really need to do is just let this thing run for a while and fill in. But for now, we're done with this episode, so we'll stop here. And then next time, we'll see what we're going to do next. I'm going to start thinking about setting these up. Because I think that's the last thing I really want to do with this production line, is get planetary logistics stations, interstellar logistics stations, and logistics drones, and logistics vessels. And then we should be good. We're gonna need more of these because we don't have enough space to bring in everything, so yeah, I'll have to do some of that off screen. Alright, but for now, we'll stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.